Skyscraper window cleaners. What are the most NSFW thing you have seen in people's apartments? Used to be one. When I was in my junior year I once witnessed a porno being filmed in the apartment. Did the windows need to be cleaned again after you were finished? Only from the inside. A tornado. Okay, so it wasn't /in/an apartment paresi, but it was definitely not safe for work. We'd had little warning before we saw it a couple miles away. It didn't appear to be moving side to side much, which indicates that it's coming towards you. We winched down about 4 floors, jumped onto a fire escape, and got inside the building. Rode out the storm inside, and then went home. That's a nice interpretation of NSFW. +1. A dildo would have been so much safer. A pages. Simple, but effective. Have an upvote. Not a window cleaner, but I'm a journeyman iron worker in Ontario. Work up at the top of buildings in Toronto and we use something called a dumpy level to set the height of windows and beams. It's like a super powerful and accurate rifle scope for seeing precise measurements from the other side of the building. Using that I have witnessed several porn shoots, naked people, and weed grows. Starting work extra early, 5 AM, at one site on a university campus, and discovered a student who had taken his life in the night. That's pretty NSFW, but let's not talk about that one. I'm going to assume you mean student, but that is very sad. I laughed when I first read the typo, but then I felt horrible and sad immediately after. It was a roller coaster. My now dead friend had a hilarious story of him getting a prostate massage on the 5th floor of occupational health. He was lying on his side being fingerbanged, medical term, and there was a couple of window cleaners on a platform outside looking at him dead in the eye. Lots of non-verbal communication, shrugs and casual facial movements from all parties. I hope to pass on these hilarious anecdotes to his children when they are older. Is there a medical reason to get a prostate massage? Nope. It was just another fun-filled day of getting finger banged at the doctor's office. I'm the operations manager for a residential window cleaning company. We have a regular client who will meet you at the door regular, but go inside and change into a light white wife beater top and no bra. She's got some real nice ones and she shows them off. So that's the fun one. You'll also get teenage boys masturbating. One of the last times I was in the field the daughter was a career of performing arts girl and was singing. Had a really nice voice, but I embarrassed her pretty good. White wife beater top and no bra. Meat beater. I remember furry cosplay BDSM shit, that's all. Did they all look at you surprised? Or were they entranced by their dirty deeds? Those cold dead fursuit eyes just stared and kept ducking going. Union Mill right here who installed them for a while in New York City. Not my story. It was from my foreman who ran the company I worked for. Probably for around 25 years. We would install the rig. Test run the first few runs. Do standby for a few weeks till the building window washers got a hang of it, then it's turned over to the building and we leave. New rig goes in. Hez running an initial test by himself. Mind you, Hez 64 and 320 something pounds. Enormous wall of a man, heading down the side of building, and comes by a window of a dude jacking off. While looking out the window, they see each other. They both freeze. He continues on downward. The guy continues on pulling on what my foreman described as the most enormous root has ever seen. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Was he saying I can do whatever I want over and over while yanking it? Oh. Hey Homelander. Nice wiener you got there. Mind putting her away for a minute so I can clean your window? Bub. Not window cleaner, but I got surprised by a man clearing the rain gutter once. 9 AM on a Tuesday morning we made eye contact as he rode his lift up while I was standing at my window in only boxer briefs, tired as duck with a joint in the mouth. The window went up to my hip, so he couldn't even see that I wore any clothes. I'm a medical marijuana patient in a country where recreational use is illegal. I just went back to bed and woke up when they were gone. Potted. Bonja patted. I once saw this smoking hot girl sitting at a computer in her underwear posting a really overdone question to r/us credit. Oh, really? Question mark? And what was her response to Kirby absorbs you? Question mark? Not sure. But her penis sounds like a trumpet. Not a skyscraper window cleaner, but an apartment complex groundskeeper. And cleaning windows is part of my duties. I once was cleaning patio clearings and there was one apartment patio where 2 kids were outside unattended. 7 years old and a baby. I recognized the kids and knew the parents through passing conversations. When I finished cleaning the patio I started moving on when I saw something moving in the corner of my eye in the window. When I looked in I saw the mother having sex with a much younger guy who was definitely not her husband. I quickly moved on and debated telling the husband, but decided not to because just the act of looking in a window like that could get me fired. Shoulder pulled the trigger and done it. That's ducked up. In my country telling him would be a felony. Edit. Clarification. It's called the obligation to be silent. It basically says that if you have a job where you learn about the most private parts of people's lives you have the obligation to be silent about everything you hear while on the job. Only exceptions: planned murder, planned crimes against humanity and planned terrorism. Not a window washer, but I was on one of those lift things installing some new security cameras, all in the same building. 2 guys going at it, pants down. They both made eye contact with me. They did not stop. Another guy standing on the very top of the ladder changing some lights. Wow, he was at the very top. That's illegal and not safe for work at all. Rumored was a window washer, Jalith. Washing the surgery center windows. He would ask that they close the blinds that day, but one day, it did not happen. During a breast augmentation. Imagine nip/tuck levels of shoving an implant where it should be. Blinds were closed every time after. I was just a regular window washer. Knocked on a door and they said come in. It was a room full of teen girls trying on bikinis. I think they set me up. Nope, right out of there. Also a huge bottle of lube behind an elderly woman's bed. Set you up like for your kidneys? Tenants know in advance when the washers are coming. My washer friends have never seen anything other than business people sleeping on the job. As a tenant I can definitely say this is not true. I've had the washers here 3x so far this year with none of the times them being here with a message. Your building management sucks. So when I started to wipe the windows I see 2 colored blurs then. Once the window becomes see-through again I see 2 furries filming a porno. You mean fucking furries. / puts on shades / Sexual sex havers of Reddit. When did you last observe a sexual act so sexy that when it penetrated your vision you instantly cumed yourself into a coma? Sexual sex sexes of sexxid. Sexual sex cum. Rip cumers. This was a terrible comment. But duck me for laughing. Someone was naked. Gross. I've never been naked before, but I've heard it's wild. I never nude in the wild. Not a window cleaner, but my uncle's sister-in-law's father's brother's daughter's half-sister's stepsister saw. Apostrophe. Careful. I know the person you are talking about. Yeah. It's George Formby. You've heard about my capers when windows I've to clean. Now I'd like to tell you of a few more things I've seen. I've seen Miss Thompson in her flat take off her shoes, her coat and hat. I've seen her take off more than that. When I'm cleaning windows. At a ladies' school I call. One girl flirts with me and all. I'm insured in case I fall. When I'm cleaning windows. All day up this ladder I'm as busy as can be. It's not my fault I see a lot of things I shouldn't see. 2 overcrowded flats I've been. 16 in one bed I've seen. With a lodger tucked up in between. When I'm cleaning windows. Old soldiers never die they say. Now I don't want to pass away. I kick the bucket every day when I'm cleaning windows. Through working at such dizzy heights, I dream about my job at night. I polish my wife's thin gummy tights and think I'm cleaning windows. All day up this ladder I'm as busy as can be. It's not my fault I see a lot of things I shouldn't see. The new lie what's at number 6. Somehow the curtains they can't fix. They play some lovely politics when I'm cleaning windows. Now lots of girls I've had to jilt, for they admire the way I'm built. It's a good job I don't wear a kilt when I'm cleaning windows. At the coronation I'll commence to work where crowds are very dense and let me stand for 18 pence. Instead of cleaning windows. All day up this ladder I'm as busy as can be. It's not my fault I see a lot of things I shouldn't see. At 8 o'clock a girl she wakes. At 8:05 a bath she takes. At 8:10 my ladder breaks. When I'm cleaning windows. Bravo. If I could, and I would, bestow all awards unto thee. But for now, dear poet, enjoy all the things you shouldn't see. The legend that is George Formby deserves your plaudits, not I. A moose. Hold the duck up. Saw a gay dude beating his baby dick to dap porn. Do I even want to know what dap porn is? People who get off on drywall mudding. The VIP is coming. 575. How the duck do I remember this like 30 years later? Take your upvote. This won't be my most upvoted comment ever, but I will probably be my favorite. Hentai posters. Dude's got taste. I had window washers outside my window when I was in labor. An 11-inch dildo in a pornster's apartment. How do you know it's a pornster's apartment? Pictures. Lots and lots of pictures. One saw me having sex with another guy a couple months ago. It was super uncomfortable having someone knocking on the window while balls deep. Instantly killed the mood for me. What a coincidence. If browse a little you can find a guy who said he saw the same thing and was looking to the guys. But of course it has to be a coincidence. Question mark? I love quite high up in a high-rise in Toronto. I'm guessing it's not exactly that unique of a situation. Dildos, lots and lots of them lined to each wall. I'm not a windows cleaner, but one time I was moving from landed house to a condo, and it was pretty high. I just set up my powerful telescope to see the moon at night when I see her open windows on condo like 100 meters away. Being an idiot 13-year-old kid at that time, I point my telescope there and saw some couple making out. Pervert. Ooh, good question. Don't mind me. Just grabbing a seat and waiting. Not a skyscraper, but I once saw a priest getting blown by a young boy in the closed foyer of an office building. A lot of CCTV there as well. What the hell? Here for made up banging stories. I was a victim once. Not a kiss scraper, but I was, and I didn't realize the window cleaner was cleaning the window if the room I was doing it in. How many skyscraper window cleaners do you think are on Reddit? Exclamation mark. Not window cleaning, but I was in a hotel with my ex-husband once with the do not disturb sign up. Housekeeping walked right in on a terrible scene. Were you beating him with an 18 feet double ender while he was tied up with a ball gag in his mouth and crying? Asking for a friend. Not a window cleaner myself, but I saw some people on Reddit talking about seeing people having sex through the window. Pretty crazy stuff. What exactly was the point of this comment then? Alistair. I'm not a window cleaner. When I'm cleaning windows. It's a real song by the way. Can y'all stop asking about sex on Ask Reddit for 2 seconds? There was an villain attack and a guy was yelling at his wife, honey, where's my super suit? Apostrophe. Not a window cleaner, but I'd love to know this as well. Redditors farming karma. Damn it, George Formby's ghost. Stop using Reddit for lyrical inspiration. Why did I not think of this? Taking another Ask Reddit post. Add le horny equals profit. Sex. Saw an old man naked stretching. Luckily he didn't see me. I threw a quesadilla at the 20th floor of my friend's building. The wind caught it and slapped it against a window on a building across the street. It stayed stuck on the window for over a day. Shit was awesome. I also threw a cheeseburger off the 20th and it literally exploded on the ground. That was also pretty awesome. First of all, duck you for littering. Second of all, duck you for wasting delicious food. And third of all, duck them for making a person's job harder than it needed to be. Not a window cleaner, but I did SE. I've said too much. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.